Okay. Right, so 4s first. Now, I want the p, you can see that? Yeah. 9x cubed plus 3x squared plus x plus p divided by x plus 1. So I put in, the remainder is 3. What's wrong? Nothing? Okay. No, don't continue. It's fine. Right, so if I put in x is minus 1, 9 minus 1 cubed plus 3 minus 1 squared plus minus 1 plus p equals 3. So that is minus 9 plus 3 minus 1 plus p equals 3. So this would be minus 9 minus 1 is minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7 plus p equals. Yeah, so p should be 10, but I think the answer is wrong at the back, yeah? Yeah, so it should be 10 at the back, right? Yeah, so nobody else said this. So can you change the answer at the back to 10, please?
Sure. I got 10, so I didn't change it. I don't trust this one.
You should. You should. Okay, so can you change that at the back to 10, please? I don't know if I'm looking at S, it looks like maybe I meant to type in something different instead of 1x. Maybe that should have been like 11x or 12x or something.
Maybe you didn't mean a reminder.
Yeah, or it could have been, I said the remainder could have been 0. Maybe I meant that. So if I just change that, that'll be the easiest thing. So alright, what's the next one now? 5k. Okay, so I'm going to do 5k now. Shh. I can hear you speaking, Mohammed. Yeah, but that's still speaking, right? Now, 5k. So when p x cubed plus 73x squared plus 82x plus q is divided by x plus 3. The remainder is 150. Okay, and then when it's divided by x plus 1, the remainder is minus 88. So let me just double check I got this written down right. P 73 82q plus 3 plus 1 150 minus 88. Okay, so we've seen this before. Last time the procedure is you replace x with minus 3. So you get p times minus 3 cubed plus 73 times minus 3 squared plus 82 times minus 3 plus q, what should that equal? 150, and I'll just take a calculator, and you can check on your calculator too. So I want you to, yes, thank you. I want you to simplify this for me. Okay, so we have
minus 27.
yeah, no, that's minus 27p plus q. I'm trying to get the number on this side. Minus 261. No, are we all getting different numbers here? Let's double check.
Yeah, minus 2.
Yeah, okay, fine, good. So that's our first equation. Now I'll do the same thing now with the other one. So you have Well, that's actually a little easier. If I put in minus 1, so I get minus P plus 73 minus 82 plus Q, that equals, no, the other one, minus 88. Is that right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so that one now, minus 88 plus 82 minus 73 minus 79. Okay, so minus 79 minus P plus Q. Alright, that's great. So that is like our first equation, and then this one here is like our second equation. Okay. So, this is a lot like our lesson on the different methods to solve a simultaneous equation: elimination, substitution, graphical, and matrix. And the nice thing here is the Q's are already identical, so we just have to subtract them. Which do you think would be a tiny bit easier? Top minus bottom or bottom minus top?
Bottom minus top.
Bottom minus top, yep. Minus P minus 27P will be 26P. Q minus Q is gone, and minus 79 minus 261.
Minus 180.
Positive 182. Right? Because it's minus 79 minus 261.
P equals
Type
to
it in.
7.
Well, then your signs would be all opposite, which is fine. So you should have a minus here too. Right, so that,
P equals to 7.
great. P equals 7. And Amro, how could I find the Q?
From the first experiment, 20
Yeah.
minus 27.
Yeah. Or maybe even the second one, since it's smaller numbers. But you're all right. So you get minus 7 plus Q equals minus 79. So we got minus 79 plus 7.
7.
So Q equals minus 72. So that is the P, and then that is the Q. Seven and minus 72. There you go. Okay. So write that down if you haven't got the answer correct in your homework. Got it? So when you're ready now, we'll have a look at the next lesson, page 33. Okay. Yep. Right, let me just make this a tab. Okay, next now. So, we know how to solve a quadratic. In fact, we have 3 ways to solve a quadratic. What are the 3 ways to solve a quadratic? What's the first way you could solve a quadratic? Factorize, good. Second way? Completing the square. And the third way? No. No, you're just now starting to say random words.
Sorry.
Yes. Matrix? No. Oh, guys, come on. The lesson before discriminant. The quadratic formula can solve the quadratic equation. Yes. So we have factorizing, completing the square, and the quadratic formula. What about cubics? Well, that's what we're going to look at now, how to solve a cubic equation. And it's not quite as easy as quadratic. Okay, so the first, let's take an example. So I'll try the first one here, although I hope the numbers are correct. Y equals 9x cubed plus 10x squared minus 43x plus 24, and you want to solve it, you want to find the roots, you want to know when it equals 0. So let me just have a calculator as you check something really quick. Cool. All right. Now, how to solve this? Well, the problem is, to solve it means you need to find the factors, basically, right? So we know how many factors would a cubic typically have? 3 factors. Now, if you think back to the long division lesson, you know how to find the 3 factors. What do? You do long division, right? Remember? But you need something I haven't given you to begin with here. So what do you do with long division? You say cubic equals 1, 2, 3 brackets, and then what do you do next? What's the next step? You take one of them down and divide, right? So if I was to say here, this cubic equals 3 brackets, so you get 9x cubed plus 10x squared minus 43x plus 24 equals 1, 2, 3 factors. In the long division lesson, what did we do first here? You had one answer and you took it down. So like for example here, maybe we had x plus 1 and we took it down here and then we divided. I cannot do that here. Why not? What's the problem? You don't have one of them. So this is where now we use the remainder theorem. Okay, so I'll just take this away for the moment. So let me just call this cubic here f for the moment. Fx equals. Okay. So what does f of 0 equal? That would be 24. What does f of 1 equal? Can somebody type that in? That'd be 19 plus 24, 30, minus 10? Come on. And then somebody give me f of minus 1. For which one, Muna? Minus 1? For this one? Wait, oh, this is 0, is it?
Yes, 0.
All right, thank you. This is 0. Right, so now we stop. Why do I stop when I get 0 here? Yeah, if it equals 0, that means, what does this represent here? The remainder. Hey, why are you late?
I was with email.
Okay, no problem. Come on in, so here, what's the remainder?
X minus 1.
No, what's the remainder? 0. And if the remainder is 0, that is a factor. So what is the factor? It's not 1. Remember, we have to change it. So what's the factor here? X minus 1. So there you go. You have now one of the factors. 2 more to find. 2 more factors to find. We have 1, 2 more to go. So how do we find the other 2? Well, now we do our long division. So we have x minus 1 divided into 9x cubed plus 10x squared minus 43x plus 24. Okay, so I'll scroll down a bit. Firstly, 9x squared, 9x cubed, minus 9x squared. I subtract
1.
19x squared, minus minus, plus 19x. Oh yeah, don't forget to carry those down. Okay, 19x now is 19x squared minus 19x. So I subtract, what do I get? 24x, right? Minus 24x plus 24. Yeah? Is that right? Because then that would mean I would just finish here with minus 24, which makes 0 then. Now, the other two factors, where do they come from? From the quadratic here. So we need the two factors here. But you can cheat by using your calculator, because your calculator, you can type in mode 53.
Yeah.
So if you just give me a Casio calculator. So if I type in mode 53, you got 9, 19 minus 24. So I can see the first one is 9x minus 8.
Should be here.
9x minus 8. Here, what do you mean? Oh, we won't worry about simplifying it, because our calculator is going to do the work now. So, and then the second answer is plus 3. So there you go. There is our 3 answers. 1, 2, 3. Now, that's not quite finished yet, because what I want to do now is to solve it. Nearly finished. And I also want to draw it. Okay. By the way, somebody may have noticed this. This method I'm showing you won't always work. I mean, it will for the exam, of course, because I'll give you one that you can use this method on in the exam. But why am I saying that this method won't always work? Like, what could be the problem with this method? What could be the problem? Yeah, because you have to kind of almost guess one of the factors at the beginning. And this only works if the number is small and what else?
The remaining 0.
Is a factor.
No. The number has to be small and it has to be a whole number.
Yeah.
Because if it was a fraction, you could never guess that realistically. Okay? But I think in the exam they said that the first factor is always going to be found by trying the numbers from minus 3 to positive 3. So in the worst case, you have 7 numbers to try. Okay, in the worst case. Although in reality, the answer is usually 1 or 2. It could be 3, I've not seen that. But in the worst case, it's minus 3 to 3 you need to try. If you don't find a factor in those range of numbers, it means one of your calculations are wrong. Go back and try again, because it needs to be a small number. They would not do something like minus 10 as the first factor. Okay? Now, I said this isn't quite finished yet, so let me just go down. I have my 3 factors now. So I have y equals x minus 1 times 9x minus 8 times x plus 3. And I want this to equal 0. So you can see what the 3 answers are. This one here, what would x be? 1. And what would y be if I make x 1? Well, we know what y is to be. What is it? 0. Okay. Here, what would x be? 8 over 9. And what would y be? 0. And then this factor gives me the answer minus 3 and 0. That's great. But for drawing, we just need one more point. And remember, it's the point I said you get for free. If I go back here and I put x is 0, what do I get for y? 24, yeah. So these are, what are these called? The roots, remember? And then you need one extra point to help you draw this, which is the point 0 and, what did I say, 24. Oh, I think it's just a blind. I'll scroll down.
Just go down.
Yeah, well, I'm at the end of the page, so I need to make a new page. There. Okay. So once you write this down, now I'll show you what the graph looks like of a cubic. It's quite similar to a quadratic. In fact, it almost looks like two quadratics. Yep. How far?
That's fine.
Muna, yes? Ah, they came from the quadratic on the top of my long division, right here. Let's see. Okay, can I go to a new page now? Down, okay. So let me see who's here. Quantum. Yep. Mohammed. Luke. Samira. Muna. Yeah. Lojane. Yeah. Shaban. Yeah. On, yes. Eamon, yep. Andrew, yep. Andy, yep. Okay. Amro, yep. Abdar, yes. Amr, yes. Shiraz, yes. Rimasa. Oh, there you are. Fatima, yes. Amjad, yes. Salma, where are you? There, yes. Rawan is not in this class. Yes, every day. And Ahmed is not here. So the only person we're missing is Ahmed. Yeah. Okay. New page now. Yes. Oh, I always use axis 0 when I draw a graph. It's helpful, yeah. Yes, Muna. Oh, but he just asked me that. When you're drawing a graph, you should always use the point x equals 0 to find out where it crosses the y-axis. This is the point that you always get for free with very little work. This is not a root, okay? The roots are only these three. 1, 2, 3. This is just an extra point to help me draw. Okay, so let's draw it now. So I need to go to a new page, so maybe you can tell me the points, okay? So what was the first point? 1 and 0. What's the biggest value here? 24. Okay, so I'll say here is 20, here is minus 20, here is 2, and here is minus 2. X, Y. Okay, so you said the first one is 1 and 0, so that's there. What's the next one?
8 over 9 and 0.
8 over 9 and 0, so that's actually about here, we'll say. What's the next one?
Minus 3 zeros.
Minus
3
3 and 0. Alright, so that's actually going to be here. And the last one is 0 and 24, so that's going to be about there. So this graph here, the way cubics work is they always start from down below and they increase at the beginning. So we have to pass these 3 points, okay? So it goes roughly like this. Oh. Try again. Yeah. No, I know it's not going to win any competitions. And then it goes down, and then it flicks back up here. Yeah, that's terrible. That's really terrible. But anyways, what I'm trying to get here is the shape of a cubic is like this. Okay? If it's x cubed. And by the way, if it's negative x cubed, what do you think happens? It's just upside down. So instead of going up, down, up, it goes down, up, down.